Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and today we're answering the question non-British people have read it, what do you find odd about Britain, and what about Britain baffles you? Let's get started. When British people want to be extra mean to you, they just act super polite. Thanks for that, very helpful. Really interesting comment, mate, I'll be sure to check it out. The amount of culinary shows on TV. Food is nice. Great British Bake Off is beautiful, let's be honest. From the US, I have never heard so many ways to insult someone. Bellend, knobhead, nonce, pedo, plant pot, marley cunt, slag, you donut. Also, an extensive list I've heard of things you'd rather do than what's been suggested. I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. I'd rather circumcise myself with a butter knife. I'd rather watch my mum give birth. I'd rather have half an inch in my mum and my dad have half an inch in me than decide to go forward or backwards. I'd rather shit in a bag and wrap it around my face and suffocate myself. I'd rather guide my granddad into my nan. Depends what and where, could be insults or endearment. We are artful in our disregard. The constant battle for who can self-deprecate the most. I would win this battle, but I'm a little bit shit at self-deprecation. To be fair, there's literally one human being alive I feel completely comfortable taking the piss out of, and that's me. When Brits say you want to go for a drink, American translation, literally one drink, British meaning 10 pints, kebab, and a souvenir traffic cone. In Britain, a couple always means two, unless you're going out for a couple, in which case it's possible you will not see that person again for a few days. Fancy a pint, 3 words which are often a precursor to chaos. Alright, but I'm only having a couple, got stuff to do tomorrow. Translated, I'm gonna knock back the first couple and seriously get the taste for it, causing me to get blackout drunk and tomorrow's a write-off. Roadmen. We're just as confused about them as you are. What's funny is half the roadmen are hard dealers that will split your eyebrow open for dodging a £20 tick. The other half are smart kids from great families who just want to play gangster and will run off if you slap them around a bit. Their drinking culture. You mean our binge drinking on weekends or things like a cheeky little pint with lunch? I think it's a result of being as a culture fairly closed off emotionally. The only time we can express ourselves or get laid is when wasted. Let's discuss this one over a beer. Sacked from work, pints. Shagged your boss, pints. Football team lost, pints. Football team won, pints. Your nana died, whiskey. You had a kid, shots. Stubbed your toe, Jaeger bombs, thirsty, all the pints. The astonishing number of Indian restaurants all across the UK. Indian to the Brit is what Mexican is to the American. Why everyone over here thinks I'm an Uncle Bob? Wait until you hear about your Aunt Fanny. Henry the Hoover. I lived in the UK for a few months and every vacuum I saw grinned at me with that weird face. A true national treasure, we should put him on the new 50 quid note. Saying sorry for things you shouldn't be sorry for. For example, stands in Tesco looking at frozen food, person next to me also looking at frozen food, oh sorry. We apologise to atone for sins we may or may not have committed, like standing too close to someone or looking at the same item. Just manners, innit? Recently moved to England from the US and have been here for about a year and have some weird ones. Alright mate, yeah dude, does it look like something's wrong? Fanny pack is not the same term here. Frigid does not mean cold. My English wife still laughs at this. I think you'll find the term is bum bag, which is arguably more hilarious. Fanny equals vagina, so that's why not. Wait, what does frigid mean? Okay, I've had enough responses telling me what it means. The way that everyone's waiting his turn to take the bus, you guys are too civilized. Queuing is basically our national sport. That Piers Morgan is still on television. That baffles many Brits too. Wanker. I get that it's essentially an insult, but it's such a weird word, I giggle when I read it. As a Brit who lives in the US, it's amazing hearing Americans try to say it. In an American accent, it just sounds ridiculous. Alright mate, you alright? Yeah alright mate, you alright? Yeah alright mate. How is it they have such a small population but seemingly make up 70% of internet writers, 60% of website operators and 50% of political internet pundits? Bad weather keeps us inside. Professional dart leagues on TV. Pub sports hold a special place in our hearts. The fucking strange city, county, province names. Shit like Barton in the Beans is a name for a fucking hamlet in Leicestershire. We have some weird names where I'm from, Bucksnort is one of those, but Barton in the fucking Beans is 100% insane. Also Titty Hill. Apparently British people call sprinkles hundreds and thousands. Think that's bad? In America they call Wally Waldo. Your education system. Grammar school, then college, then university. Also, what are A-levels? O-levels? What does getting a first mean? I'm so baffled. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel to help us grow, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.